A few years ago when I was 30, I guess that's more than a few years ago now because I'm 35, I had this weird massive anxiety attack because I didn't have it all figured out. I thought by 30 I would have the wife, the kids, the money, the house, the car, everything like that, and I didn't have any of that, and I was like still trying to figure out, the relationship with Carly, right? And I was just so anxiety ridden because I was putting this pressure on myself because I was seeing social media and I was watching everything, from like my parents back in the day when everybody was like married with kids at 22 and all this other type of stuff. And I was putting so much pressure on myself to have it all figured out. But if that's you don't have to do that. Do not go down that road that I went down because I promise you it's going to lead you to comparison and everything, but I'm going to help you unpack how to not feel like you have to have it all figured out so you can just go through life and enjoy and figure things out on your own time and at your own pace. But before you do, subscribe to the channel because we're going to keep talking about this stuff. First thing you need to do is you need to break life into manageable chapters. This is what I do all the time. No, not even what I do. It's what my wife does. So when she gets a burger and we go out and sit at a place, what she does is she will cut that burger in half into quarters and she will eat that entire burger. But if you just give her one full burger, she'll look at that and she might eat half of it and be like, oh, this is a lot. But when you cut your life into different chapters and segments, what you'll realize is you have manageable pieces and parts to break up that you can attack, right? So from 30 to 35, all that I focused on was, okay, I want to see where my relationship is with Carly. And then as I realize, okay, this is a person I want to marry. Okay, let's get that into motion. We realized we wanted to buy a house and do some things. So we broke life into those chapters and we attack that. Now, for me, I'm on 35 to 40, right? So there's some things that I want to do in the next 5 years that I'm only focusing on about the next 5 years. I'm not worried about, oh, what's my bank account going to be like when I'm 60? My kid's going to be doing when, I'm 60 or whatever. I'm not there yet, and God willing, I'll be there, but we only have the day right now in the present moment, right? So if you break life into chapters and then within those chapters, just focus on day-to-day effort, what you're going to realize is you don't need to have it all figured out. Nobody has it all figured out. Even the people that have the money, the fame, the power, or even the people who have the most happiness or whatever, not everybody has it figured out because what they're trying to do is just find a level of joy and peace and happiness in the present moment while growing, while being confident in themselves by just doing things that get them to where they want to be, right? So make sure that you are just breaking life into manageable chapters so you aren't freaking out, so you're not overstressed, and so you don't feel behind. And also, I said break life into your chapters. You can only live your life. The things that people are doing in their life and their chapters can't affect you in your life and your chapters because what they do and their output and their input doesn't affect your output and your input. You have to focus on you, and it's selfish, but it is what it is. Sometimes you got to be selfish because you got to get to where you got to get to. But yeah, I was just rambling on that, but I hope it sounded good. So that's that one. Number 2, trade clarity for curiosity. We always want to be so clear on things. For me, I am somebody, if you guys know me, I'm a perfectionist. I want to understand everything. I want to research everything. I want to figure things out. I want to listen to the podcast. I want to read the book. I want to talk to the person. I want to get a clear understanding of what the thing is before I actually do the thing. Instead of just being curious and trying to figure things out and trying to see how it looks for myself, right? When I ran the apparel company, the reason why it was so successful is because I actually didn't watch videos on how to build an apparel company. I just went and did the thing and documented the thing. And I was going so just like blissfully unaware that it helped me because I had so much confidence because I'm like, there's nobody here to tell me that I'm doing it wrong. There's nobody, I'm not intaking all of this other stuff about what other people are doing. In the time where I actually felt the most pressure to blow up the company in a good way and for things to grow was when I started looking at what other apparel companies were doing, what other people were doing, what other people had, what other people were outputting and everything, and the money that their companies were making. And then I started to feel insecure when before that, when I was just running blissfully unaware, I was so confident. I was like very tied to what our ethos was and everything. And I'm like, oh, if I could go through life every single day and just be so in tune and locked into what I want to do and how I want to do it, I would actually trade curiosity for clarity. I would be more curious. When I'm more curious about that, then I'm more in tune to actually the answers that I want versus just the clarity that I think that I need before I start a thing, right? So trade clarity for curiosity. Get curious. Don't always just seek so much clarity before you start something. Number 3, make saying I don't know an okay thing. When you are trying to have it all figured out, sometimes like we just don't have it all figured out. I still work in corporate America, but early on when I used to work in corporate America, I would never say, I don't know. I would come up with some like BS answer or whatever that was wrong, that made me look stupid in front of my peers, in front of my higher ups, right? And I just didn't have the confidence to just say, hey, I don't know. I'll figure that out and I'll get back to you, right? I'm so comfortable saying, I don't know. I have no idea because that's the truth and I'll figure it out because it's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to do something new and to figure out something about yourself and to figure out something about the industry that you're in or where you're trying to go to. To say I don't know is such a powerful thing because sometimes when you say I don't know, somebody who does know or somebody who can guide you will speak up and say, hey, cool, I'm gonna help you out with that. There's so many people that I know from a fitness standpoint, from a professional standpoint, from a relational standpoint, when I've gotten asked questions or I don't know that I've been able to reach out to or they've reached out to me because I've been able to say, hey, I don't know, that's given me so much more advice, input, and help me with my experience because I trade my clarity clarity, for curiosity, and actually do the thing now, that it helps so much. So don't be afraid to say, I don't know. You're not going to look stupid. It's going to be the most beneficial thing that you do, because sometimes, and most times, like, we don't know, we're humans. We don't know everything about life, right? And that's okay. Number 4, audit your inputs. I say this on probably every single video. The pressure that we have to have it all figured out is typically because we're looking at somebody else and we think that they have it all figured out. So we're sitting back and saying, they have it all figured out. We have to have it all figured out. If they have the money, we have to have the money. If they have the house, if they have the car, if they have the kids, if they have whatever they have the fitness, the list goes on. We think that we have to have that because what we're not doing is we're not even auditing our inputs. When we audit our inputs and what we actually want for our lives, then our outputs will reflect that in the outputs that we actually want in our lives, right? So I had to do that for me. For me right now, I'm like, oh, I want to get better at cycling. I want to be a better husband. I want to get better at YouTube. So I'm like, okay, my inputs are, I need to figure out those things. I need to be able to listen to those things and then implement those things in practice to be better at that stuff. I don't care to be, seeing what other people are doing and what they're driving and the amount of money that they have or whatever. I'm like, that's not my focus. If I'm over there focused on that, then yeah, maybe I'll take that in and then my output will be that, but that's not really what I want out of my life, right? Especially at this moment, I'm focused on some other things. So when you're able to audit your input, you're able to stop the comparison, you're able to take advice and take content and take those things from people that you actually admire and the people that you're sitting back saying, hey, I can learn something from them and I can take that and I can implement it in my life, and it might look a little different. I don't need to compare myself directly to them, but I can take something from them because they're going in a direction that I want to go, but we might not end at the exact same destination. That's okay. So just audit your inputs. And the last thing is just be appreciative. Take inventory of what you already have and build on it. I used to not be an appreciative person. I would get something, I would do something, I would accomplish something, and it would be on to the next thing, on to the next thing. And I realized as I got a little bit more mature and a little bit older, I was like, that's not a great place to be, because then that's going to feed into how I am as a dad. Like if my daughter accomplishes something or whatever, am I then going to be a person that's going to say, hey, great job? Or I'm going to say, hey, no, you can do better. Time to get back in the lab, time to whatever. And who knows how that can, play onto somebody else, right? So for me, I'm like, hey, let me just take inventory of where I am now. Let me be content and enjoy where I'm at now, but always be striving. But I can be content because I can take inventory and say, hey, even though I don't have it all figured out, I have it more figured out than I did 2 years ago, 3 years ago, yesterday. And if you can do that, you can sit back and appreciate yourself instead of beating yourself up. And I talk from experience because I used to beat myself up all the time because I always wanted things figured out. And that's what drove a lot of the anxiety and a lot of me feeling behind, my friends and things of that nature, because I went a different path, right? So make sure that you are just being grateful for what you have, for who you are, for being able to watch this video. If you can watch this video, you are blessed more than a lot of people. And I don't mean to throw in some comparison thing or go down that road of a conversation, but you are extremely blessed. You have some things that a lot of other people don't. So take inventory of what you have and where you're at. And yes, of course, push further, do that thing, but be appreciative of where you're at now. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.